welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brooke and I post everything pregnancy and mom related, pretty much like stay-at-home mom related. So if that's something that interests you, or if you live a common lifestyle, then please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. This video is going to be my, I think like 10, 11, and 12 week pregnancy update. I'm gonna try and keep this video short just because my symptoms kind of have been the same. I think that I'm getting over morning sickness and I feel like I'm getting little spikes in my energy, but then I crash and I start to feel terrible again. Around 10-week mark, I started getting a lot of lower back cramping, and I thought that was more of like, you know, a week like 6, 7, 8 type of symptom, but I started to get a lot of really heavy lower back cramping. And also because I'm still breastfeeding my toddler, I started to notice some more breast changes where I wasn't as sensitive, but I started to get like more feeling. I think because I've breastfed for so long, I've kind of lost feeling in my nipples. And I started to get that feeling back, and it was grossing me out, and I was just having a hard time nursing, where I'm like, okay, you're old enough to wean. My body's going to stop producing as much milk anyways because of, you know, being pregnant. But it was just, I was going through like this mental thing with it where it didn't feel right anymore, and I was like, okay, like this is uncomfortable for me. So that was a change that I noticed there. Also, my sex drive just completely dropped. Like I had none at all, and I was like, which is kind of crazy for me because usually I'm like anything goes, but then it was just like, no, I'm just gonna go to sleep. I don't want to even deal with anything like that. But it's back, so. Like I was saying, my morning sickness would kind of come and go, so I figured that's, you know, where it was starting to maybe lighten up and go away. But now that I'm 13 weeks, I'm still really sick, and it's been like 3 days in a row where I'm just like sick all day long. And I was really looking forward to like catching a break from it and, you know, being out of the first trimester. And that's not the case for me, and I'm pretty sure if you're watching this and you're like, ah, she's 13 weeks and she's still sick, it's kind of discouraging because you're kind of hoping that, you know, everyone starts to feel better, because maybe that'll mean you'll start to feel better. But no, don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but it's not good. It really sucks. I still haven't been able to see a doctor yet. My first doctor's appointment is scheduled for 2 weeks from yesterday. So I think I'll be, what, like just about 15 weeks exactly when I go to my first OB appointment, which is kind of crazy. I'm probably gonna keep being super repetitive about that, where I feel like I've missed out on, like, you know, I don't want to say crucial because I know a lot of people don't have access to those tests, but, you know, like the different genetic screening and just chromosomal testing and the neural translucency screening. I won't be able to receive any of that stuff, and it'll be too late by the time I actually get care, which it sucks, you know, but it is what it is. Like it kind of is reassuring that I still have symptoms, you know, so I'm kind of, even though it sucks that I'm feeling sick still, I'm kind of like, okay, baby's still developing and pregnancy is still progressing because I'm still having pregnancy symptoms. I kind of want to say that around week 12, and because this is my 5th pregnancy, it's probably more common to feel fetal movement early on, but I think around week 12, I felt a little hit. And then I was like, no, can't be. But I have, I don't know where it's at. Try to find it. So I found it. I have this little silicone, you know, like fetus or embryo model. This is a 12-week baby. You see, I feel like for this size, I have small hands, but I feel like for this size, you might be able to feel this moving around. Like it's not too much of like a long shot, you know, which is kind of cool to have. And like picturing that inside your stomach, like you might actually be able to feel this moving. Let me set this down. Let's see it up close here. This is 12 weeks. So I do notice that instead of actually feeling nauseous, like I'm gonna throw up, it's more of like a heartburn or indigestion feeling, and it's super uncomfortable. And I know that Tums are safe during pregnancy, but I still avoid it. Around like 10 and 11 weeks, I started to get horrible, like terrible migraines, like to where, you know, 1,000 milligrams of Tylenol was just not even lightening it up at all. And I'm like big on like cracking my back and like adjusting my neck and stuff. Nothing was helping. It was just to where I would just lay and like nothing I could do to help it. Oh, I also got like sick, so I had to deal with that sickness, which was really not fun. Having morning sickness, the migraine, and like a stomach thing on top of it, it was really, really, really bad, because I could feel and like easily distinguish between the stomach pain, which was like that hard lump in the upper stomach that felt like nothing would digest, and then the morning sickness, it kind of has like that hangover feeling plus the migraine. So I did have to deal with that, which was super uncomfortable. And then the discharge is increasing, and it just keeps increasing, where I'm like, there's a lot of discharge going on. And I mean, it's my ice maker, sorry. It's like normal, healthy, clean discharge, but it's still gross. And I've always heard of where people were like, just wear a panty liner, like, or you have to change your underwear multiple times. I haven't made it there yet, but if it keeps progressing, I might end up being there. I don't like it, especially if you're like walking and then you feel, and you're like, oh no, like, and I instantly think, am I bleeding? But no, it's just discharge. Hot flashes have been flashing like out of nowhere, and I keep getting really hot right here, and I feel like I've like developed a new sweat gland like right here in my arms and like in my upper back, because I actually get like that prickles feeling like in those spots, and I'm like, that's really random, because normally I'll just get it like around my chest or, you know, my forehead even, but no, now I'm getting it here. So I'm like, why am I sweating from the inner elbow? It's an awkward spot. I'm still getting the cramping and the lower back pain, but it comes and goes, and usually if I sit down, it helps, you know, kind of get it to stop. I'm still having food aversions and kind of weird cravings, so water, I'm a big time water drinker. I've loved water since forever. I can just drink it, you know. I don't want it, like, and I'll fill up a big cup and say, okay, you have to drink this, and I try to do like 4 or 5 really large, you know, like Starbucks tumblers every day. And as soon as I drink it, I'm fine, but just the thought of it is really gross, and I'm just like, ugh, like, do I have to drink it? Like, can I add something to it to make it better? But it doesn't even taste bad, so I don't know where I'm getting this crazy idea that I'm gonna hate it, or just looking at it makes me kind of grossed out. I think because it's so plain. Like, it's just so plain, but I just want like fresh sliced apples and, you know, pears. It sounds so good. Bananas even, and usually bananas upset my stomach, but I'll do like a whole bowl of just fresh fruits, and even veggies. Like, I can't get enough of like carrots and sugar snap peas. Oh my gosh, they're so good. I don't want anything cooked, except the carrots are okay cooked, but I just want everything raw, and like no ranch, no added anything. I really, really crave like chamoy, you know, and like the tahine, but I can't. I'm just nervous to eat it because my stomach, I get that indigestion feeling, so I don't even want to go mess around and like make myself get heartburn or feel sick. I've been extremely moody and emotional. And usually that comes, I'm thinking like PMS, so I'd have like acne. I haven't had any acne, my face is not broken out, my skin has been super clear, and I could say that I'm like glowing, you know. I've always had this glow, and usually when I'm pregnant, I don't glow until like 15 weeks, but no, my skin has been excellent, so I'm super thankful for that. But I forgot what I was gonna say. I don't feel pregnant, which is weird. And I think I've created this sort of mental block from it because it was so unexpected to where I was like a little bit in disbelief and was like done having kids before. So I struggled a lot, and I still am struggling. And I think now that I'm, 13 weeks along, I know that I'll be able to find, feel movement, find out the gender, see like an actual fetus on the ultrasound. Like maybe I'll start to connect to it more, but I kind of want to know what the gender is early on. That way I can feel like I have more of a connection to it, because right now I'm calling it. I see this little tiny peanut on the ultrasound picture that I have. It's making me sick. Like, I wasn't expecting it. It just really makes me feel kind of selfish, but that's just the truth of it. So I'm really hoping that within the next couple weeks, I'll start to feel more pregnant and just enjoy it. I know in a few months I'll be like, oh my God, I'm done. Like, I'm so sick of it. But I kind of want to feel it right now because I don't really feel pregnant. I see my stomach going up and down. Like, I'll be super bloated one day, not even look pregnant the next day. And I'm like, okay, like, make up your mind, because I want to, like, I've gone shopping like several times to buy maternity clothes. I'm like, there's no point because I don't even need it yet. I can still wear my regular clothes. I don't know anything about weight gain because I don't have a scale and I haven't seen a doctor. I just know that I don't want to wear tight clothes. I just want to be in baggy sweats and comfortable clothes all day, and I can't wait until winter because I'm dying in this heat. And I'm like a summer super snatched tight clothes, like everything's super fitted, and I just want to wear baggy clothes, and it's too hot for that. So I can't wait for winter to be here. I'm over this. I think that's it. Like, I honestly can't think of anything else that's been going on symptom-wise or pregnancy-related, because it's been so uneventful. Just super moody, bitchy, crybaby. I feel spoiled. I can't get satisfied. Like, that's probably more intense than anything, is me feeling bitchy, which is horrible. So I'm a really positive, happy person, but I've just been wanting to snap and just like don't even care sort of mentality going on. I don't know. It needs to stop soon because this is not me. Oh man. I can say that I've been having really vivid dreams, and I think that this baby's a girl. It could be a boy, and I'd be super happy either way. Like, we're already swarmed with boys. Boys are so chill and easy. But I developed this weird hand rash, and you probably can't see it. Let's see. No, you probably can't tell. It just looks very dry right now. But I developed this hand rash when I was pregnant with my daughter, my only other girl pregnancy, and I never got it in any other pregnancy with my boys. It's super itchy, and it's just a type of eczema. Like, I don't even care to mention it or tell my OB when I see him, because they're just gonna prescribe like a steroid or a hydrocortisone. Is that what it's called? Cream? Hydrocortisone. No, I was thinking cortisone shot. But yeah, it's just like red and irritated in here. And that was like my, girl pregnancy symptom. Also, not having any acne. When I'm pregnant with a boy, I look gross. I got really bad acne, and I just look beat, like discolored and stuff. I don't really have that going on. These hush puppies are starting to grow again. They just started going back down. Like, I just threw out all of my big old Mama Nursey moo bras because they were too big and like really big around here, and I bought a bunch of small ones, and already I'm like not fitting into them, like bulging out. So that kind of sucks. But yeah, that's it. I got nothing else. It's literally it. Okay, so real quick, I wanted to do my bump. So you see, I'm just really into like high-waisted stuff because of how short I am. This is now, which will be 13 weeks. Doesn't really count as my 10, 11, 12 week. I don't know. It's like, I just feel chubby. I don't feel cute, and I know a lot of people can relate to that. I'm trying to stand up on my tippy toes because I'm hella short. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. And make sure you subscribe and come back for my next pregnancy update. I also have some crafts and like kids videos coming up because I want to start making fall like festive stuff. So I'm going to be doing that with my kids. So if you're interested in that, come back and see. And other than that, I was going to say God bless you, but I'm not even that kind of person. Okay, bye.